Getting some new details tonight about the plane that crashed into southwestern Virginia mountains. The Associated Press is reporting the pilot wasn't responding to air traffic control instructions just minutes after taking off from Tennessee. The jet went on toward its destination in New York, then turned right back around. It crashed in Virginia's Shenandoah Valley after military jets scrambled to intercept the plane shortly after it entered restricted airspace over D.C. And as investigators work to figure out what caused this crash, we're learning more about the 4 people on the plane who were killed. Our Katie Lusso is covering that for us tonight. Katie, what are you learning?
Well, tonight I spoke to the man who owned that plane, who is now mourning the loss of his daughter and his granddaughter. He could barely get through a sentence without breaking down and told me he's having a tough time accepting that this really happened.
She was the most wonderful person.
John Rumpel says he and his wife are still coming to terms with the fact that their daughter, 49-year-old Adina Azarian, and his 2-year-old granddaughter, Aria, are gone.
She was the most beautiful thing in my life.
He says the call came as a shock.
I believe I was getting the information in error. It wasn't my plane. It wasn't my family.
Adina lived in East Hampton on Long Island and was a beloved realtor on the Keller Williams Points North team. Rumpel says he and his wife met Adina more than 20 years ago. She leased and then managed one of their buildings. He says their biological daughter was killed when she was 19 in a scuba diving accident.
My wife and I became very close to her. And then we finally adopted her because we loved her so much. We wanted her to be ours.
Rumpel says she, her daughter, and their nanny had flown down to visit them and were headed back to Long Island. The pilot of the plane, Jeff Hefner, had more than 25,000 flight hours and was a captain with Southwest Airlines for 25 years, according to one of his former employers. He was also a husband and the father of 3 children.
Probably one of the best pilots I've ever met, and I'm a pilot myself. If he thought there was anything wrong, he'd ground the plane.
As for the family's nanny, who's been identified by the Associated Press as Evadne Smith, Rumpel says he's forever grateful to her.
On our way to the airport, we stopped for breakfast, and she said a pretty long prayer. We all prayed with her, and I'm so glad that happened. So glad it happened.
And tonight I also spoke to a friend as well as a colleague of Adina. They both shared that Aria, her little girl, was her entire world. They also told me she was an incredibly kind and generous person who will be dearly missed. Lorenzo?
Yeah, to lose your loved ones like this, just so sad. Katie, thank you.